I'll be honest with you, he's my favorite big man to watch. There's no guy, a man his size, that I would rather watch than Juggernaut. I think he's the most entertaining big man I've ever seen. That includes everybody on television, WWE, WCW, all that. Most entertaining big man to watch. He moves like a man half his size, and is a master of his craft. And it was an honor to be trained by him, and to lose to him, and to beat him. It's unfortunate we're losing him early, but the wrestling takes its toll on the body. He did his thing overseas and impressed the people in Japan and Korea, impressed the people here. Like I said, it would have been nice to see him on the big show a little bit more. You know, injuries take his toll, and he didn't quite get a chance. But he leaves a legacy, definitely in the Pacific Northwest, as the hardcore legend, the extreme legend. I'd say the man. Nobody's done more for ECCW from a performance standpoint than Juggernaut.
I think Juggernaut, as the wrestler and the performer, has done just an incredible job of putting us on the map and helping us create our legacy. First off in the tag team division with Toxic Insanity, and then when he broke away to become kind of the solo guy, and then even when he hooked up again with Dr. Luther and a few other guys, he's just done so much for our company, and he's recognizable. People always knew that he was our champion when he was our champion, yeah, we're very happy that he was able to round out his career here as well. He's willing to put his body through a lot. I mean, the guy is huge, so we didn't see it tonight, but when he does a juggersault, which is pretty much a moonsault, and he lands on his knees, and he's landing on his forearms. I mean, he's taking huge weight, huge punishment, and he's taken years off of his livability. I mean, he really has, all for the entertainment and all for, in a lot of ways, ECCW. So I think he's a different guy in the sense that his style of wrestling ensures he has a shorter career. And in some ways, it's too bad he didn't slow it down a little bit, because he would have a longer career, but at the same time, then maybe he wouldn't be the Juggernaut that we know.
This is not a knock on him, but I don't think any of us have a legacy. I think this is all, 5 years' time, all of us will be forgotten about, because there's nothing, unless you are a complete diehard fan. And I look at the crowds now, and the crowds that are coming to the shows now are not the same people that were coming 5 years ago. And the people that were there 5 years ago will remember all that we were doing and all the crazy crap that was going on. The truth, and again, not to diminish his hard work, is that we have no true legacy. We just are doing our thing, and then it's gone and forgotten about. But for those of us that know, I think that he'll be the greatest big man on the independents in Canada.
I have a headache. That's one big thing about the match right now. I bumped heads. It hurts my skull a bit.
Not so fun.
No, not really. But it was okay. Of course, I don't like the result, but I did get to drop him on his head anyway, so. Why? It sunk in. It always sinks in. Like you, I didn't like that time. You always have second thoughts, right? I mean, you sit around, and I mean, I was sitting in the hotel the other day that they put me in out here, and you know, you sit there and go, do I really want to? You know, it's because there's always that part. You obviously do it for a reason, so it's going to be tough for that reason. You know, where you don't want to leave. So I always have second guesses, but then you just have to be smarter than, you know, I guess your own ego. It's the best way to think of it. You just got to be smarter than your ego, because the ego is what's going to keep you in it. I mean, obviously you want to stay in it for the love of it, but when push comes to shove, it's because your ego of wanting people to cheer for you or whatever, right? So you just have to get past that. I mean, and just because, you know, if you say I don't wrestling, I mean, their career in the wrestling business doesn't necessarily mean it's over. See, I mean, as it sits now, I'm still pretty content and just letting it go for a while and see where that goes. I mean, who knows? Maybe in, you know, I haven't necessarily said I suppose I probably have said the actual word retirement as a confirmation. As you notice, all the stuff I've written, it usually says this will likely be my last. Because you never know. You know, who knows? In 3 years, someone will say, hey, whatever happened to that guy? We could really use him, you know. Let's call him and see if he's, you know. The likelihood of that, slim to none. But you never know.